Hello, my name is Leburu Mahumapelo. I'm currently employed as a Chief Risk Advisor, servicing the transmission division in Eskom. My career in risk management started as a coincidence because initially I was in insurance and risk finance, heading or managing the insured employee benefits portfolio in Eskom. And then from there, I started looking on the commercial insurance side, being responsible for the transmission part of the business, the megawatt park properties, which is the Eskom head office, as well as Eskom Leadership Development Center. And then somehow, with the background in risk finance, I started taking a keen interest in risk management. And there are some synergies, there is an overlap, so it was quite an easy migration, and that's when I started in risk management, and that's really how my career started. I joined transmission as a senior risk advisor, and then from there ended up acquiring the skill, and up until now where I'm now the chief risk advisor. The road to risk management, I think it's been quite an exciting road. It has had its ups and downs moments like any other career, but on the overall it's quite exciting. One, you don't get bored. You get to interface with the entire business, and it's not boring, because the one moment you are sitting with engineers who think differently to marketers, and then the next minute you're sitting with CAs who think differently. So it kind of forces you to understand the entire value chain and different aspects of the business. So from that point of view, I would say I find a lot of pleasure in the fact that it's quite interdisciplinary, and you are able to interface with a variety of stakeholders. The second thing that I would like to mention is the road that we've traveled in terms of starting the process to implement a new risk management framework, in trying to get it embedded, the challenges that we faced over the years. And I think here it's important to state that as a risk practitioner, there are three important attributes, or I would say factors, that should be at play, which will serve you well. The first thing is you need to understand the methodology. It's very important that you do have a thorough grasp of the IRM methodology. The second thing is you need to understand the business in which you operate. It's very important, because the marriage of a thorough understanding of the business with the risk management knowledge need to complement each other. In that way, you are able to ask right questions when you facilitate your risk assessments. And the third element is you've got to have the communication skill to drive the process, because you are dealing a lot with different stakeholders. You've got to get their buy-in. So for me, that's also very, very important. And then I think the fourth aspect is you've got to get executive support. You've got to have an executive sponsor who will ensure that things happen, both from a policy perspective, so that when you drive the whole process, the entire organization moves in that direction. How I'm finding being a member of EMSA. I think over the years, EMSA has grown remarkably. And I think if you're a member, there are quite a lot of benefits. For starters, information. I think it's important that as the risk fraternity, although from different industries, we speak one language. In that way, it gives credibility to the profession. It's unlike in the past, and people start to understand more what risk management is all about. I mean, in the past, you would be sitting at a bar and somebody would say they are a CA, another one would say they are a medical doctor, and so on. And when you say you are doing risk management, they kind of look away and think, okay, what does that mean? But I think with the professionalization, with the route that EMSA has taken, the quality of the conferences, getting credible speakers, doing a benchmark with what other countries are doing, it certainly puts the risk profession at the center, and most industries will start maturing from that, you know. And also from the networking perspective, if as and when you attend these interventions, they also have different training programs, then it solidifies your understanding of risk management. And I think that's really the intention in the end.